Morning, welcome to Ainsley News. It's 11th of November today. Today we're talking best investment of the year. Have a guess? It's Bitcoin. Bitcoin has leapt back into the limelight after taking a back seat during the DeFi craze. Initially it looked as if this was just another intermarket move driven by the reallocation of capital from big winners back to BTC. But something seems different this time, and it appears the landscape is shifting beneath our feet. A few key factors are driving the price, which we've been pointing out over the last few months. Point 1, PayPal, the online payments giant, introduced the ability to buy, hold and sell select cryptocurrencies direct within the PayPal digital wallet, along with support to increase the utility of cryptocurrencies by making them available as a funding source for purchases at its 26 million merchants worldwide. Point 2, earlier this month, Square disclosed it had invested $50 million in BTC, following in the footsteps of MicroStrategy last month. Point 3, several prominent fund managers and billionaires have put their reputations behind the world's largest crypto asset, betting on its ability to outperform conventional alternatives when the house of cards, built by unsustainable debt and extreme monetary growth, starts to topple. To name a few, Jack Dorsey, Elon Musk, Tom Draper, Mark Cuban, Paul Tudor-Jones, and the list goes on and is added to constantly. Even just yesterday, billionaire hedge fund manager Stan Druckenmiller told CNBC that he has bought BTC. Druckenmiller stated that Bitcoin has a lot of attraction as a store of value to both millennials and the new West Coast line, and that every day Bitcoin builds on its brand. Druckenmiller's confession came as a surprise after he publicly stated he would not purchase Bitcoin back in June 2019. Yesterday's statement represents a complete shift in his stance towards crypto and is representative of the institutional shift towards accepting and investing in Bitcoin. Check out this next visual here. You might need to zoom in or pause and have a little read. All the way back to 2009, we started analysing that, and relative to price movement. The PayPal press release aptly described the growing interest in crypto and digital assets and their motivation behind the announcement. The migration towards digital payments and digital representations of value continues to accelerate, driven by the COVID-19 pandemic and the increased interest in digital currencies from central banks and consumers. Simply looking at that chart, it's hard to argue against the bullish setup for Bitcoin. It's breaking out against the US dollar, euro, British pound, Australian dollar, Chinese renminbi. BTC also just hit a fresh 33-month high, against the IMF SDR, or special drawing rights, and is breaking out against its chief rival, gold. Raoul Pal this week declared Bitcoin as the best trade investment and future opportunity I have ever found, and it has the power to give the little guy a chance their grab of wealth creation before Wall Street does. Grab it. Now, when a person of his status and investing acumen says something like this, it's best to pay close attention. Relative performance matters. Short-term price fluctuations are oftentimes more noise than substance, but the last few weeks have been particularly important in that they've set the stage for BTC as a diversified, investable asset. The longer and more extensive the divergence becomes between BTC and conventional asset classes, the more likely it will start to garner greater attention from big market players. Periods in which BTC drastically outperform other asset classes is when the uncorrelated narrative takes hold. Bitcoin has sat atop the list of the world's best performing assets for most of 2020. Yes, BTC is indeed one of the most violent drawdowns in the depths of the March sell-off, but even at its worst, Bitcoin was only down 31% year to date. Coincidentally, the price of crude oil was off way more at 40% from where it started the year. Global equities, ex-US, were down 31%. Bitcoin did take a hit, but just like everyone else. Check out this major class performance chart here, showing some comparisons. Even those with relatively deep understanding of BTC acknowledge the asymmetric uncertainty around its future role in the world, but Bitcoin won't be shackled to playing just one role. The rise of a parallel, global, decentralized financial system, for example, demands a permissionless, digital native core reserve asset, a role BTC naturally fits. The entire crypto movement just has too much momentum and is capturing too much mindshare for it to turn back now. The revolution isn't on the horizon, it's already here. Great information there on BTC. Hopefully we've all got a little bit hiding in our digital wallets. Cold wallets, of course. Thanks for listening to news. Remember ainsleyBullion.com.au for physical, ainsleywealth.com.au for all things cryptocurrency, and goldsilverstandard.com for a gold and silver-backed cryptocurrency built by Ainsley. We'll catch you tomorrow for more news.